Today on In the Case Geek Culture, we're going to be talking about Spider-Man Noir. It's a new TV series released on Amazon starring Nicolas Cage. Came out today, which is May the 27th. So if you haven't checked it out yet, we'll kind of talk about this. I haven't watched it yet, so I don't know if there will be spoilers if they even followed the comics or not. But we'll talk about them. So let's dive in. So I guess we can start with the obvious. There are 3 different series for it. They're short series. It started out as just Spider-Man in the Noir universe. There was a Noir universe which had Wolverine, and then continuing on in Weapon X, you had a Luke Cage, and you had an X-Men, which I think had 2 series as well. And then you had Spider-Man, which had 2 series in this universe, which it continues in this universe too, but it changes the name to actually Spider-Man Noir. So Spider-Man, the first series, is this one here. Then you got a second one continuing with Eyes Without a Face, and then of course Spider-Man Noir. So we can start off with the first series here. So discussing these series, I'm not going to go like too in depth because I don't want to spoil anything too much. But basically, it takes place in 1933. It's very noir style, gangster type stuff, black and white. But he's a mentor, or his mentor is still Ben Urich. He's like a politically outspoken kid, and his Uncle Ben gets eaten by the Goblins' men, like fucking killed and eaten by them, which is crazy. Oh, this is the colored version, excuse me. And there's J. Jonah Jameson. You start off with him. He can shoot organic webs and all this stuff. He gets bitten by a magical spider, a spider totem, that gives him powers of a spider where he has strength, speed, sixth sense, or his spider sense, and then he can shoot organic webs. But he usually just totes a gun and jumps around. He's kind of like Lobster Johnson, to be honest with you. That's probably the best comparison I can make, is he's like Lobster Johnson with New York crime mobsters. Like, you even have Craven and I think the Vulture in this series. There's the Vulture right there. See? And then there's Craven. And Osborn right there. So there's all 3 of them right there. Perfect. Can't beat that. And anyway, they're all part of this crime syndicate that he's fighting. And that's the first one. The first one has like a glossy hardcover. It's hard not to get dings. I think I dinged this one when I first got it, and I was pissed. I also had like the alternate printing of this. I sold it for like $400 like years ago. For some reason, people were paying out the butt for it, thinking that it was going to blow up. I'm sure this is going to fade away with this series. It's really good though. I love it. I'm not knocking it at all, but then you get just the regular comics after this. They don't have the crazy hardcovers, but you can just see the art style here. It's really good. There he is getting covered with the mystical spiders. But oh, look, my spider radar. Yeah, he goes through. He's kind of jaded and pissed off, and he just goes through and he's fighting all these fucking crime bosses and stuff. Book 3. I don't know how expensive they are now. They weren't that bad whenever I bought them, because I bought most of them new. And I think the only one I missed from the series was Luke Cage, and I bought it later. But it's just him jumping through. So it's very, what would you say? The art style is just really kind of odd. It's plain, but it works for the way the story's told. It's not going to blow your socks off. You're not getting like Amazing Spider-Man with Mark Bagley or Todd McFarlane, but you're getting just a good story. It really is honestly like a Magnola-verse comic. I keep pushing back to Lobster Johnson. Oh, look at that ad for the Messiah War. But yeah, who do you think that guy is? Who do you think that guy is? Bet you can't guess. I'm not going to spoil anything, but anyway, I don't want to spoil it completely, but that's basically the first book. It's him fighting Norman Osborn and the other gangsters because they ate his fucking uncle. They ate him. So I hope they do that in this show. So let's carry on to the next series. So we have the second series here. It's called Eyes Without a Face. So I didn't touch on this, but the first 2 volumes came out around like 2008, 2009, 2010, somewhere around there. And they're the same creative team for both. It's David Hine, Fabrice Sapolsky, and Carmine D. Jim, whatever. These guys. I'm not going to try to lie and say and pronounce this, but this story takes place about 8 months after the first one. And the bad guy in this one is Otto Octavius. He's on an island, I think it's Ellis Island, and he's doing genetic experiments on behalf of the Nazis. Of course. Of course he's a Nazi, and we're fighting fascism and all this other bullshit in here. And Spider-Man's kind of become a hero now, and so he goes to find this, and he fights Otto Octavius and exposes stuff. So that's about the least amount of information I can give to tell you about it. But, you know, you open this up, and he's talking about this. Basically, Otto Octavius is trying to do eugenics and work on people. Spider-Man is floating around. Everybody's starting to be safer. Still very much a Lobster Johnson feel. There's Felicia. She's Black Cat, whatever. She's in this too. I forgot to mention that in the first one. But she's barely in the first one. You kind of just see her with cat ears. Second volume. He's getting closer. Look at Ultimate X-Men. And he's starting to find stuff out. He's beating up thugs. It's very noir. He goes around, he beats up thugs until he can find out who it's supposed to be. And then boom, Otto Octavius getting ready to do some Nazi shit. Who doesn't love Nazi shit? Like, there you go. Nazi on an American flag. Like, we love punching Nazis in the face in America. We hate fascism and communism. We don't like it. Or at least we try not to. Supposedly. And then we got these guys here. Looking all cool. More of their gangsters. More of the thugs getting the shit kicked out of them. This guy kind of looks like the Sandman, don't he? And so, I don't want to tell you everybody this in the books and stuff, so maybe I'll just quit saying all this stuff. But there's Felicia again, looking all fine. The art kind of changes a little bit, even though it's the same artistic team. It still kind of has like a Magnolia-verse feel, but it's a little more refined, a little more comic booky. So, if that bothers you, sorry. I would just get the trades on this. I wouldn't even waste my time trying to collect these. I mean, they're cool. If they're not too expensive, that is. Like, if they're like $8 to $10, other than number one, of course. Because I've seen, they were, the movie prequel comic, they're hitting like $150. Like, they did that shit with the Guardians, and now it's a $2 dollar bin thing. So, be careful. I wouldn't buy it. I'm not even buying it to read it before the show. Who cares? But he's fighting Octavius. I'm not going to show you the end. But yeah, there's the second book or series. So the third series, Spider-Man Noir, which technically they call it Volume 2. I don't know. I think it's because they technically called the first one Spider-Man Noir instead of just Spider-Man in the Noir universe. But he's been dimension hopping ever since. So this story feels not as in that universe, in my opinion. Like, I mean, it's okay. And it's a different creative team. It's Margaret Stoll and Juan Ferreira, whatever. Of course, there's Nazis again because it's Hollywood. It's gone Hollywood. We can't get away from fucking Nazis now. And of course, we write the basic bitch noir show. That's just the best way to put it. It's so basic. It's, oh, the girl dies in the club. We got to find out who did it, see? And he goes to Europe. And of course, Electro's there because Nazis again, and you know, it's super cool. This one's just okay. I would skip this completely. I thought it was a waste of time, but the art style and everything is they try to mimic like but it's not good. It's not. I'm not a big fan of like the 2020s era of Marvel. I'll read it, but it's not really my thing. It's funny because this cost the same as the original one that came out in like 2010. This one's 2020. And so there's a 10-year gap. All the Spider-Verses happen. He's come back to his time. There's the dead Dame. And it just keeps on going. So he hops through all this. He goes through dimensions into, they're basically trying to you know, Spider-Verse is out. I think that the movie is about to come out, and they're trying to take advantage of the hype from that. And then they just get somebody that honestly shouldn't be writing Spider-Man or Marvel Comics, to be serious. And so they're like, we'll just take that and throw it and make it noir, and because it's Spider-Man Noir. So what do? He's a gumshoe, and the dame is dead, and he's got to find out who did it. Oh, we could throw in Electro. You know, it's Electro's cool. He's a cool. The way they did him is cool. Like he's got a transformer on his back, and he just tases people basically. I'm not a fan of the art either. I kind of liked how it was. I wish they would just copy it. I think this is, yeah, it's Wakanda Forever. I think, yeah, I think one of them had the, yep, Chadwick Boseman. So they have to throw them in there because, you know, the movie's out. He just died. It really, in my opinion, was a waste of, I mean, they should have done like a Wakanda Noir. I think it would have been really cool. But they're just like, we'll shoehorn it into the Spider-Man. I really get sick of Marvel just shoehorning shit in. Just for the sake of shoehorning it in. Electro around here killing some folks again. Then you get your fifth one. Oh yeah, this one has 5 versus 4 of the other 2. So I don't know why they couldn't tell the story in 4, but who cares? Look who it is. Look who it is, resurrected from the dead. This fool kills people. He doesn't care, by the way. But yeah, here's your spider totem talking to him because, you know, Spider-Verse stuff is happening. So, I don't know. I wish I would have kept it separate. Like, do the Spider-Verse stuff where you grabbed him from it. But keep it separate, man. Keep it separate. Just keep the stories going with this. They could have continued these stories. That's just my opinion on it. Some people may love this, and you may get pissed at what I said about this. Don't really give a shit. It's just opinions, guys. Like, I'll watch yours, and you'll say stuff that I don't agree with, and I'm like, cool. Whatever. Don't agree, but whatever. But I don't even know why I explained myself. So that kind of wraps it up. I'll put these back in their packages and make the video. So hopefully you enjoyed these. Like I said, there are 3 volumes. It's worth the read. If you were to get this one, 100% find a cheap ass trade paperback. Find one beat up and used. I would. Yeah, so Spider-Man Noir, Spider-Man Eyes Without a Face, and then Spider-Man Noir Volume 2 from the Spider-Verse is what they should have just called it. So anyway, please like and follow if you enjoyed this. So there we go. I'm going to get them put back in order because they're reversed if you're facing them, if you put them in library style, which is how I do my comics. But yeah, again, great series. The first 2, loved them. The third one, it's okay. It felt forced, and it could have been way better, and I don't like the writer. And the artist, he's okay. But it just, even with this being like a Magnolia type style, and it's not super defined, it fit the story. And it set up the universe really, really well versus this, where it's like, we're just going to try to make a noir movie inside of the Spider-Verse, basically. So, again, please like and follow. If you want me to do more noir and finish out the series, like I said, there's Wolverine, X-Men, Weapon X, and Luke Cage. I'll do them if you want them. Just a couple of guys or ladies say, yeah, more noir. I'll get them. And you can post which one you want. You can even Google, see how many there are, and I'll do them. I have the entire series. So please like and follow. I appreciate it.